Bitcoin $100,000, Ethereum $10,000, Cardano $10. Are you ready? What is up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Hit the subscribe and like on the way in. I really appreciate it. Let's jump into the Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano video where I'm going to bring just years and years of data very simply and quickly on these macro charts to kind of paint the story for the rest of this bull market and what is potentially getting ready to happen, namely $100,000 Bitcoin, Ethereum 10,000, Cardano $10. And those are just general areas for these next parabolic runs. Let's dig in. Everybody, this is not financial advice. This is me. And I know I just keep repeating that every video. I really want to tell you all that. It's not financial advice, but like this is my crypto journey. I'm like in your boat, and I want to hit home on that. I'm in your boat. I'm sharing the data with you, and we've come a long way. This is a $90,000 Bitcoin video from May 21st, 2019. Bitcoin was right around $8,000 when I was doing this video. And we were talking about this trajectory to just this continuation of this parabolic trend for Bitcoin going into this halving right here at 2020 and beyond, hitting $90,000 target. If we actually go and look at this chart, this is the Brave New Coin Liquid Index. So it's a day behind. It's showing $60,000. Bitcoin's currently right just below 63,000. But look, this is how the chart played out since that 2019 video. And I guess, what was that? May of 2019 when I did that video. So right around somewhere in here, right around here somewhere, $8,000 or something. And here we are. Bitcoin on its way. Not there yet, though. I want to talk about how it's going to get there. And when you have headlines like this, why your credit card company wants to give you crypto, MasterCard, credit card holders can soon be rewarded with Bitcoin. Banks and financial institutions that offer MasterCard credit and debit cards can now enable customers to pay down their balance and earn loyalty points with Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency that the backed platform supports. Like headlines like this, everybody, this is the world we live in. This is the world we live in. So when we go and look at this trend and we see even just, I mean, this was 2019, May of 2019, the world of crypto, the world of Bitcoin has changed so much since I did that video. Here's what's so compelling to me. This is what's so compelling. The technicals held up. I mean, look at it. Look at the trend for Bitcoin on its way to this $90,000 target that we were talking about. But beyond that, what's so compelling is that you do have headlines like this. You do have all of this bullish fundamental data taking place in crypto right now. It's being widely adopted and accepted across the globe, and the networks as a whole are going to grow. It's really looking that way as these technicals play out. So $90,000 Bitcoin was kind of this upper trend line parabolic trend amongst other things for Bitcoin when I did that video. And since then, we know other things have played out. If I go to a daily chart, since then, and we just talked about this in a video, I think last week, this entire symmetrical triangle has played out, entering this bull market doors, these bull market doors after breaking away from that symmetrical triangle, $90,000 to $100,000 target for Bitcoin. It's so close for Bitcoin to get there. Note $100,000 Bitcoin, right? 1.8 to $1.9 trillion market cap. If we go to coin market cap right now, Bitcoin sitting at around $1.1 trillion. If this bull market is going to continue, guess what? That is extremely attainable for Bitcoin, if not surpassing that area, if not surpassing the target of $100,000 down to $90,000, this target out of the symmetrical triangle. That's number one, just very brief context to the technical analysis aspect of the Bitcoin charts. But what I also want to do here is I want to talk about something in regards to Ethereum and Cardano, because these cryptos, if they're going to move, they're going to move. And notice 384%, right around 380, 400% for Bitcoin since 1 year ago today. That's how much Bitcoin is up. Ethereum, if we go to Ethereum's daily chart, 900 to 1,000%, and I just messed that up, but 900 to 1,000% since last October 25th. If you go to Cardano on the daily chart, 1,900% in the last 365 days. So that progression of Ethereum outperforming Bitcoin and Cardano outperforming Ethereum, I think that's going to continue leading into this next phase of this bull market, meaning I think Cardano is going to outperform them all. But I want to step back and I want to evaluate something. And it's really cool to kind of look at this. We've talked about Bitcoin and where it is right now. That's a 6 hour. Let me go at least to a daily. We've talked about how Bitcoin has recently bounced off of this extremely important Fibonacci 1618 area. And I'm just going to chart the macro Fibonacci going from the last bull market to bear market low real quick. I'm always charting this because it's just it's so key and crucial to these charts. This 1618 bounce right here is extremely relevant in terms of taking historical data and looking for a similar move. That similar move going all the way back, and I've mentioned this previously, going all the way back to the last bull market, that move is very much in line to what happened here. This dip into a 1618 bounce on the same type of chart. Now, the only difference is this has played out way longer. This wasn't as quick as then. It was seemingly more drastic. You know, there was way more talk of the bear market starting here. Nonetheless, we got the technical 1618 bounce off of this area. What's important and interesting to me in relation to the Bitcoin chart as it overlaps Ethereum and Cardano is what Ethereum was doing back here. Ethereum in particular, back here at this last 1618. So I want to go back and I want to look at that. So if we're taking similar data, this 1618 bounce on Bitcoin, now we take the same similar data, 1618 Bitcoin bounce in the middle of the last bull market to see what Ethereum did then. So I'm going to zoom all the way out in the daily chart on Ethereum. And this is relevant. This is really relevant to Cardano and what's next for Cardano. And you're going to see a lot of similarities here as we pivot to Ethereum and Cardano now. So Ethereum, I think, is going to see continued gains. But check this out. When Bitcoin had the 1618 bounce, and just real quick, here's that bounce back in the middle of the last bull market. The 1618 bounce, that was in July of 2017. Ethereum, at that time, July of 2017, was also getting a bounce. And look at this. Here's the continuation of the bull market. Then, if you measure real quick, price range wise, just for context, off of that bounce, Ethereum bouncing like off of $130 area, bouncing to the continuation of the bull market to see 1,000% gains up to over $1,400. When this was happening, do you think the majority of people were saying Ethereum's, you know, as it's dipping to like 130 right here in July, do you think people were talking about even $1,000 Ethereum back then coming up in the coming months? They really probably weren't. The majority of people were not. And not only that, after Ethereum got that 1618, or I should say Bitcoin got the 1618 bounce and Ethereum followed, just look at this consolidation. And what's so key for this chart is the fact that if we look at the 1618 bounce for Bitcoin now, it was around July. It was around July 2021. This was around July of 2017. So we have the same point of reference in terms of months. That's kind of probably just a coincidence. And if we look at Ethereum, check this out. October, just straight up sideways, consolidation, like wrapping around the $300 area. And again, if you went back, and you could probably go to Reddit and stuff, Twitter, were people at $300, they were probably talking about Ethereum as a stable coin. If you're a Cardano holder, does that sound familiar? And then look what happened. Were they thinking $1,400 Ethereum was getting ready to happen? And so we pivot now to Cardano on the daily chart. This is Cardano. Does it look familiar? It looks extremely similar to that Ethereum chart of 2017. October consolidation, everybody. October consolidation. Now, what's so cool about this is the strength in which Cardano has endured everything that's just taken place in relation to Bitcoin. So we can look at the Ethereum chart in 2017, the consolidation in October, and then what happened after 1,000% gains all the way from the swing low and that in that July area. And then we can actually even measure that October explosion after coming off of that October consolidation, 400% gains. We can go to Cardano and we can go to the daily chart and we can just revisit these things and just look at, well, what does What does that look like? What does 400% gains look like for Cardano? And this is an exact thing, everybody. This is me speculating, but just revisiting historical data as we always do, speculating on these things. And here's the video from 2019, speculating using historical data and technicals. It plays out really well often, and at least gives us a realistic bullish environment to anticipate. So looking at Cardano, 400% gains, look where that takes Cardano, $10. And we're in an environment where Bitcoin has this target to the upside of $90,000 to $100,000. Ethereum, I think, realistically can outperform those gains a little bit, hitting $10,000. And then wouldn't it make sense? Wouldn't it make sense for Cardano to outperform them both, potentially in that 400% range? That $8 range is, in my opinion, for the remainder of this bull market, so realistic. But this is a $10 range, also realistic in my view, in my opinion. And I think just the synergy of all of these charts coming together, and we're going back 4 years worth of data, and there's still synergy and harmony on these charts. I think it's extremely interesting to watch these things. This is the case. This is the path, in my opinion. Don't know exactly how it will play out. Don't know what it will look like. Don't know what will move first. But in my opinion, this is the path to $100,000 Bitcoin, $10,000 Ethereum, and a $10 Cardano. And I think it just makes sense. It's realistic in my view. Let me know your thoughts. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I really like to know what you all are thinking out there. I know, especially with Cardano, a lot of people getting impatient out there, but this is crypto, everybody. This is crypto. This happens with every single crypto. There were times when Cardano was just moving and grooving like crazy, and every other crypto wasn't doing anything. These things take time. These things take turns. The key is to wait. The key is to be patient. So that's what I'm doing. I appreciate all you coming by. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.